Hey guys, back in another YouTube video. Today it's going to be a showing off video. Now I got some items from the flea market, got some items from my brother, got some items from my pawn shop, and got some items that I've made to show y'all. Now be advised, there is 2 items I don't have from the flea market because I sold them so fast before I even got a chance to make this video. I had a hand crank Stanley drill that I sold today and a buck knife that I just sold today because I already had one like it. So here's what I still have. And me and my father originally went to Cersei for a while to see if we could find anything. There was a bunch of flea markets and pawn shops, but most of them did not have anything in it or were way overpriced. So here's the stuff I got from. So what we did, since we couldn't find anything, we just went to BB and I found some stuff. First flea market we went to, I found this knife book for $2. You couldn't really beat that. And then the Gun Digest 2001, again for $2. And the only item I picked up in Cersei is this old forged blade that somebody made and never finished. And what I plan to do is actually film this, and I will turn this into a fully functioning blade, and I'll make a stag handle for it. It looks like whoever tried to make something out of this tried to make a parang. So what I will do is I will film myself turning this into a full functional weapon. So here's what it looks like. There's no name, so sadly no one knows who forged it. And this was, I think, $10, which it was worth it. Next is a buck 422 green USA knife. Blade has obviously seen better days, but for the price, I couldn't complain. This was $1.50. If I saw this, I would still take it. And what I plan to do is I will clean up the blade and fix it up. But what I plan to do is once I get my other knife that I'm still waiting on back from Buck, I will send this one in and get a brand new blade put in it. Or if they won't give me a brand new blade, they'll give me a brand new knife to go with it. So either way, it'll be worth it. So that's a keeper. That's going straight into my collection. Next, this is the 3. Well, it's actually more than 3. They're more than 3. And next is the pawn shop finds. Now, me and my father went to a pawn shop in BB that I've been going to, and the guy always gives me good deals. And the first thing I asked him is, did he have any new buck knives in store? And he pulled out 2 of these. This is a buck 303. And I had 2 of these originally, but I sold the other one. And this one I'm going to clean up because it needs a little bit of tuning up, and I'll polish it up, make it look a lot nicer. And I'll compare it to the ones I have, and if it's unlike one of the ones I already have, then I will keep it. If it's just like one of the ones I already have, then I'll turn around and sell it and make a profit off of it. And this one, quite funny, he actually didn't know this was a buck knife, which in a way it's understandable because this kind of style pocket knife, the 3-blade, is really common because a lot of knife makers made this particular style back in the day. And this is a buck pre-date code. I think this is a buck 301, but it's before the date code. So this one I will, again, clean up and compare it to the one I already have and see if it looks the same. If it doesn't, then I'll keep it. And next is a Charade Scrimshaw that I got. Sadly, it's a little worse for wear. The logo's wearing off, but you can still see the blade edge on the blade. So what I'll do is I'll tune this up, make it look a lot nicer, and I'll probably put this for sale. And it was $15 a piece, so it was about $60 because it was $15 a knife plus the 4th one that I had already sold. I've already made my money back because the 4th one I sold for $40 as is, so that I already made a profit off of. And the rest of these I will still clean up and sell once I get done cleaning them up. Well, so I'm going to compare them first to ones I've got, then I'll decide if I'm going to sell them or not. Next is at the next pawn shop. This I actually didn't buy. This was actually given to me. I was looking in the pawn shop display case, and they originally did not have anything, and there was an old guy right next to me, and he saw the way I was looking at the knives, and he said, "Are you a knife guy?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Anything you like in particular?" I said, "Well, there's a couple of them that I would like, but I can't afford." And I was talking about maybe buying a cheap little old-timer with the blades beat up and just stripping it down and replacing the blades. And he said, wow, you work on old pocket knives? I said, yeah, I love working on them. It's one of my things I love to do is fix up old pocket knives, turn around, sell them, and I even keep them sometimes. And he said, well, that's awesome. A kid my age knows how to, or a guy my age knows about these kind of old pocket knives because not a lot of people are interested in them. Which he's right. And one of the things he did is he showed me this knife at first, and he said, yeah, this is one of the ones I was probably going to sell because he's already got a brand new one. And I said, well, it's a nice looking knife. I don't have one like that in my collection. And he said, well, would you want it? I said, yeah. And he actually gave it to me free of charge. Sadly, I didn't get the guy's name. I wish I could, but the next time I see him at that same pawn shop, I will happily tell him thank you. And this blade needs a minor tuning up. It needs to be repolished and cleaned and sharpened, but that's about it. Thank you very much, sir. If you're watching this video, this will go straight in my collection and never leave. And it's basically the same thing as a charade scrimshaw. Same lock and everything, just different handles and a blade edge. So who knows, I might keep this charade scrimshaw just so I can have the pair of the regular one and the scrimshaw one. I don't know yet, we'll see. Next is the stuff that I got from my brother. As those who may know, I love to collect old coins. And my brother was able to give me some World War II steel dimes. All from 1943. Yeah, there's a couple of them in here. There's one. Yep. So 4 steel dimes from 1943. Those right here. And then he also gave me a Susan B. Anthony dollar. Oops, dropped it. And then he also gave me a Canadian 1-cent penny. And then another 1968 Canadian penny. And another Canadian penny. And a unknown Civil War coin. Sadly, someone drilled right through the date. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. But it says 1860 something. So I'm going to guess it's probably Civil War era. But with the drill hole right through it, it's probably not worth much. But I'm still going to keep it because I love Civil War stuff. And this will look great in my collection. So thank you very much, bro. I love the coins. They'll stay in my collection. Next, my brother did a trade with me. A few pieces, small pieces of deer antler in exchange for a butterfly knife. And this one, I already have one just like this. So this one I'm actually going to turn around and sell. So anybody who wants this can happily hit me up. And I'll sell it to you. Flips really well, too. Yeah, flips really well. Next, he also gave me a very nice pair of chrome Brazil left-handed scissors, which actually, those who may not know me that well know that I'm actually both-handed. I'm transparent. I can use my left hand. I can also use my right hand. But these I actually really well use very well because these are very sharp and brand new, and I always love using these old scissors. They're always very well made when compared to the today's standards. Next, my brother also gave me these crinkle cut scissors. I hope that's what I thought these were called. I honestly forgot. And I like unique tools, and they're all metal, and you can actually change the blades on them. So this one of these I'm going to keep for the fact that they're unique. Thank you very much, bro. Next, he gave me a beat-up knife sheath, and what I will do is I will clean this up, make it look a lot nicer, and once I get done with it, I will see if it fits any of my knives, and if not, then I'll probably put it for sale. And last but not least is a little update on an item. As y'all may remember in the previous video, I got a lot of knives for 20 bucks, and here's the buck knife now cleaned up. And it looks near brand new. And that's going to go straight in my collection. And then, luckily, I even have a leather case that went to an old multi-tool that actually fits this knife perfectly. Now, last but not least is a few items I've made. First is this little climbing axe I made. My brother gave me an old fantasy blade that broke off, so what I did is I cut a little tang and put it inside this metal tube and put a bolt straight through it. And it's 2 metal tubes put together, so it's actually got some good weight to it. So that's one that I've made. And next is this large little sword that I made out of a piece of bar stock. It has the original black finish, which I think is pretty cool on it. Looks very wicked, and it's a full tank construction. And again, these will be put for sale. If anyone wants them, can happily buy them. Next is a Rambo knife I made. Been a while since I made a sawback blade, and I had this another piece of this bar stock with the black finish, so I made a Rambo style knife with some aggressive looking saw teeth and an all metal handle. It's 3 tubes put together with a brass tube and wrapped in white twine with a piece of carbon steel for the guard. Very aggressive and very deadly. Again, you want to buy this, you can happily hit me up in the comments and you can buy it from me. Alright, that's all the stuff I've got to show in this video. And thank you very much, my friend, for giving me this knife. If I ever see you again, I will happily tell you thank you, because I didn't get your name, and he was a very nice gentleman. And I guess I'll end the video right here. And as always, stay sharp.